As I go live, the purifier kicks on high. It's weird. It's like as soon as I set this up, click go, that thing goes crazy. Love it. All right. How is it going, everyone? Sorry I'm a little late. I had a little bit of a problem, besides getting dog fur in my nose, a little bit of a problem with my software. It wouldn't let me paste and enter the stream info into it. So I had to go back and just type it all in. It's like just weird. I even tried rebooting it. So yay, hey. There we go. All right. I know that I will be here talking to the ether like normal, because nobody has my goofy butt schedule. But yeah, since it is late, I don't have to play around and what I've been told is kill time and let people come in. Nay. It's late at night and I'm here, and that's all it's going to be here. All right, so we are going to talk about tonight the great and peaceful, ever peaceful Democrats. You know, remember, as we've harped on before, the left is always screeching and screaming, the right is so violent. Yet the funny thing is, if you go back through history, the left is the one that's violent in this country like crazy. Even back in the 60s. Sorry, hey, I've got dog fur. I was playing with my dog and woof. But if you go clear back even to the hippie days, who was doing the college attacks? You know, what is it, For Dead in Ohio, the song? All that stuff? Who was it? The left. What about the Weather Underground back, was that the 70s-ish? I was young. But they did what, over 2,000 attacks across the country in a matter of years? That is insane. That was leftists. Yet the left likes to keep perpetuating this. The right is violent. The right is violent. And what it's all based on today? J6. J6. That is it. They may find teeny little things where some crazy righty did something stupid. But if you look at the overwhelming majority of all violence caused for the last 50, 60 years easy in this country, it is right. It is not the right. Welcome to being up late. It is leftists. From the great, like I said, flower child college stuff to today. And here we go again. Today. What's going on? Oh yeah. We got more fiery but mostly peaceful Tesla fires being lit. We got peaceful Tesla owners being doxxed, including, somebody really high up we'll talk about here in a little while. I'll tell you what, the person they doxed, that is ballsy. You want to get somebody coming after you, good job. But they're doxing Tesla owners, putting personal information out there on these owners. Holy crap. You know, there's more talks of threats from the left. You go onto Reddit, you see it all the time. TikTok, you go to X, people are posting how these people are threatening. This is nutso. This is nuts. We are way too early in the year for this crap. And this is just getting horrendous. And then we also have to talk about Judge Boasberg. This guy, the more we find out about him. He is dirty. And I'm not saying he's maybe I'm amping that up too much. Hey, I'm up late, trying to stay awake on caffeine while I can do my next meds. And try not to suck down the dog hair I got in my nose. Stupid dogs. I love them to death. But Judge Boasberg is a compromised individual. He should. I love how these Democrat judges, these activist judges, these liberal judges, don't recuse themselves. We are talking total bias. The judge in New York, his daughter was working on anti-Trump campaigns and other agencies against Trump. She was raking in millions of dollars off of the whole Trump being charged crap. But that guy, nope, not removing myself. There should be a mechanism or the judge, if he's compromised like that, should automatically be removed. It shouldn't be a, I'm not recusing myself. No, Judge Boasberg, he's the same way. There's too much in his family stuff to go along with this that he should automatically be recused. He won't recuse himself. Fuck you. We should recuse you. There should be automatic mechanisms for this. There shouldn't be, oh, don't want to have anything look like impropriety. Look like it. This is 100% impropriety. And that's probably where we're going to start. Then we will go talk about, maybe mention the Navy warship being sent down to the southern border area. Yeah, you talk about, what do you mean, it went down through the ice? No, come on. It's down in the Gulf of America. So yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about that and maybe wander around a little bit and see what else funny we can find to close the night. I'm hoping for an hour and a half. We'll see how it goes. We know how it is once I get going and once the caffeine. Well, I got to be up because I can't do my meds till a certain time. So it is what it is. But like I said, we're going to talk about Judge Boasberg first. Then we will get to the Tesla stuff. So give me a second here. Boing. Oh, hello. There we go. Boing, boing. Finally got my hotkeys working again. Woohoo. All right. Judge, we're over at Media Matters. Media Matters for America. Jesse Waters attacks the family of judge that ruled against Trump in deportation flights. The funny thing is, the sheer insanity of how much the left is fighting, getting rid of these absolute horrendous people. One of these people did insanely unmentionable, horrid crap to a 12-year-old girl in this country before they decimated her body. It was just, There's others in there who have deleted American citizens and not in fuzzy ways. We are talking ways that I, as a tiny YouTube channel, don't even want to mention. If I was on Rumble, yeah, but Rumble can't get their crap to work right. Can you, Rumble? Not for my tiny channel, it can't. And I left a last video up, so maybe they'd get back to me, and nobody has, so they're too busy concentrating on the big guys right now, getting those over there. So Rumble, get your shit in gear, and I'll do more over there. I'd love to. Can talk clear. But no, this guy, these people are nutso. Besides, he's got that crazy look on his face like half of them do. Jesse Waters, you would think deporting drug dealers and gangbangers would be a unifying issue, but you'd be wrong. Obama judge, I don't like just naming who names the judge, because that doesn't really totally mean anything. Yes, a lot of times it means something, but come on, look at the SCOTUS judge that Trump put in. She ain't doing crap good. Yeah. She's so funny, because she hates the man who got her the job. It's craziness. So Obama judge, whatever. James Boasberg tried putting the kibosh on Trump's deportation flights over the weekend. And it turns out his family might be compromised. It's not a might. They are. Boasberg's daughter works for migrants. She gives them legal advice and protects them from getting deported. And yes, including the criminal ones. Oh, and happened to call the Laken Riley Act a terrible law. You're kidding, right? Oh, and his wife founded an abortion clinic and hosted Doug Emhoff, Kamala's husband, to speak at her event. Is that a conflict of interest? I think each one of them is a friggin' conflict of interest. You add all those up, and it's a fucking huge conflict of interest. Holy crap. Like I said, there shouldn't be any way this man should be on this case. And not because Obama appointed him. It's just because these are conflicts. 100%. He is compromised. There's no way you're going to tell me that if this is reversed, if Biden was trying to bring people in and a Trump-appointed judge said no and had all this crap where Trump's daughter gave legal advice to immigrants or on how to keep immigrants out or whatever, reverse it. If he had an abortion clinic or went and closed abortion clinics or stuff like that. His wife was closing abortion clinics. All this stuff in reverse. The left would be screeching. about him not being removed from this or just removing himself. But leftist judges never do. Nope, don't care. Don't care if I'm compromised. Don't care. Screw impropriety, I'm doing it anyway. This is insanity. There's got to be a mechanism to automatically remove. One of these things should have automatically removed him. In this case, that is a huge conflict of interest. And all of them together, fuck right, gone. Trump says the judge should leave, defending the homeland to the president. Yes. Yeah, someone should look into that. Yeah, 100%. That is nutso. That is nuts. Let's see. Yeah, let's go. Conflict of interest. Geller report. Family of corrupt Obama judge ordering deportation planes back. Deeply compromised. Now, here's a problem, too. This judge, he actually screeched and squealed and said he has equal power to the President of the United States. Are you fucking kidding? That is not how it works. SCOTUS? Maybe. Co-equal branches. This guy is a district court judge. That is barely, yeah, it's federal court, but barely, that's pretty much, you are like the highest ranking city judge. That is it. So you're going to say that 700 plus, I think it's between 700 and 800 district judges or little federal judges around can just tell the president, nope, can't do your job. Are you fucking kidding? We would never get anything done. Imagine if all the Republican judges were telling Biden, nope, little bitty ones. Remember again, Biden told SCOTUS to go fuck themselves against 2 rulings and did it anyway. This is a lowly district court judge, so screw any of you people saying, oh, Trump is a dictator. Trump is a dictator. Really? Then why is he letting this little judge tell him anything? Why is he in court arguing with this asshat? And I know you're going to, oh, wait, he didn't turn the planes around. It won. Ha! It wasn't a ruling. He did not give a written court ruling. A judge can't just audibly go, stop this, end it, turn it back. And it's going to happen. Especially when he's talking about the military. This was a military transport in international waters. The President of the United States is 110% the Commander-in-Chief of the United States military. Not this judge. A federal court judge, even SCOTUS, can't tell the president or the military, hey, that battleship going over there, that battleship right there going that way, going to the Middle East, no, you have to come back. They're going to say, get fucked. That's what this asshole thinks he can do. He said he has equal power to the president. You're shitting. So I would ask any leftist, where's this line at? What judge, where, doesn't have equal power to the president? And imagine if that had been used against Biden. Ooh. Once again, turn the shit around. Think about it. Just turn it around. We'd have riots in the streets. Lefties, my God. If a Republican judge is pulling this stuff, especially a low level. For federal court, this is a low level judge. Now, this is stupid. This man cannot order anything to do with the military. The president is 100%, again, the commander-in-chief. When the commander-in-chief gives a military an order, this judge, I don't give a fuck what he thinks, cannot go, nope, turn that plane back. Nope, do this. He cannot give the president any order over the military. None. Go look that shit up. SCOTUS can't do it. Justice Roberts can't go, hey, that battleship right there, turn that back. Oh, that plane, turn that back. No. No. Chief Roberts could walk right up to Trump's top generals and go, hey, by the way, I know Trump told you to do this, but don't. You're not going to do this. You're going to do what I tell you. General's going to go, yeah, get fucked. Well, maybe except that piece of shit, Milley. But they go, get fucked. You're not my boss. President is. You go back to your court, do your job. This guy is useless. He's compromised. Oh, oof. Yeah. Judges can temporarily block executive orders. Problem is, he thinks he's just going to keep injunctioning throughout all 4 years. No, that's not the way this works. Sooner or later, I am for Trump doing exactly what Biden did, and lefties can screech and scream. If Biden can say screw you to 2 Supreme Court rulings, Trump can do this to a lowly level judge that may not even have standing, even though he is kind of a federal court judge. Well, not kind of, he is. But he's trying to give orders he has nothing to do with. It's out of his judicial limits at all to tell a president anything to do with the military. So too bad. The judge's personality, but when rulings consistently align with a judge's personal ideology, like Boasberg's history of halting Trump's immigration policies, while his spouse funds radical activism, and his daughter, they all make money off of this crap. They make money off of stuff. Trump is trying to end. That is so compromised. The Dakota Access Pipeline, the same judge halted construction despite federal approvals, citing taxpayer millions in delays and litigation. Congress must fast-track challenges to executive actions. Yes. Not only that, SCOTUS should get off their ass and rule. Chief Roberts come out today and was mad at Trump for saying that, you can't call for impeachment because you don't agree with him. You can call for impeachment when the guy is trying to tell Trump to do with the military. That guy was trying to order military people, and he didn't make a ruling. You have to make a ruling. Put that on paper. That ruling goes through a bunch of stuff before it's official. You can't just stand there in court and go, yeah, bring that back. Or, I verbally say no. That's on no paper. And I'm going to bet that jackass did it on purpose. He didn't want this on paper, because imagine later somebody comes, blows back on him. He can go, what? I didn't make a ruling. All I did was say something in court. I didn't make the ruling. This can't blow back on him. He's covered his ass. No lifetime appointee should override electorate's will. Yes, while their family profits from the chaos. Yes. Judge Boasberg's daughter makes a living giving criminal illegals legal advice, including how to avoid getting deported. And now she's deleting her social media. I love that one. God, I love that one. But yeah. Reserved for Jan 6 as an insurrection by Trump supporters. So yeah, he's got the whole Kool-Aid going on. He is so drank the Kool-Aid. He's fully against him. And I'm sorry, but we can't have this. She's so compromised in so many ways. And the left would be screeching like crazy if this was reversed. Judge James Boasberg's ruling against Trump was revenge for halting government funding to his daughter, Catherine Boasberg's NGO, Partners for Justice, which gives illegal aliens and gang members legal advice. So you keep seeing how this is more and more and more conflict of interest and compromised. Yeah, that is crazy. I am of the mind that a judge this compromised makes a ruling anyway in case he's compromised, he should be arrested. And I know you're going to go, oh my God, arrest judges for making rulings. No, he is compromised and it's clearly provable. We've seen at least 3 or 4 things now where he's compromised up past his fucking eyeballs. Arrest this cocksucker. I'm done. We got to stop playing nice while the other side is just destroying crap, lying, using teeny little judges to say, nope, ain't gonna let you do shit for 4 years. Nope, arrest these fuckers. I'm done. John Roberts personally placed James Boasberg on the FISA court that rubber-stamped illegal spy warrants against Trump. Oh, really? See what we keep going into? Yeah, I've read this. So I just like to keep feeding this out to you. Another piece where he's compromised. And this is why Roberts is running out. Oh, shit. My buddy. Oh, and also, this leads to Roberts maybe a little bit, because you got to wonder. Roberts ruled. If you look up his judicial history, ruled on, you could say, center to far right, his whole career. As soon as he has the Supreme Court, it's left. Not all the time, but he's edged way left. So far, his family was worried about him. And now that he appointed this guy, FISA court, illegally rubber stamp stuff, yeah, why did this judge not get in trouble for that shit? Yeah. In case you're wondering why, he's setting his own credibility on fire to defend Boasberg from impeaching investigators. Yeah. Yes, Roberts will protect Boasberg because Boasberg, who Roberts appointed to be presiding judge of the FISA court, he was only in it, he was the presiding judge. Holy batshit. Boasberg has assembled his shields over the years. And CTH has outlined every step, the brutally obvious. I'm not going to keep reading all through, but you get the idea. It is compromise after compromise after compromise after compromise. This guy is so never should have been on this case. If he had any iota of honor and honesty, he would have recused himself, or there'd be some mechanism in place where we recuse him or arrest his fucking ass. I don't give a shit. It's a Republican appointed judge. I don't care. When you are this god-danged compromised off the case, we remove you. This, to me, is grounds to remove a judge. This is, what do they call it? Judicial impropriety. You can remove a judge for that, including a SCOTUS judge if need be. This is judicial impropriety, yet we never use it. Yeah. To date, virtually, not all, every federal judge who has ruled against Trump has been proven to be compromised. Remember New York? Having a serious conflict or conflicts of interest, and in some cases, a criminal conflict of interest. Yeah. The rulings benefited their families, yeah, relatives and friends, and in some cases financially benefited directly, and their families did, from their illegal and lawful rulings, yeah? Now, here's the thing. Federal district judges do not have nationwide jurisdiction to rule against the executive branch. He's not in that. That's SCOTUS. This guy does not have that. So he's making rulings where Trump should just tell him to fuck off. And I would have by now. I know Trump doesn't want to give any energy to the left on them saying he's a dictator, but this is stupid. How long can you be bending over backwards at people that have no power over you? Only the Supreme Court has nationwide jurisdiction over the executive branch. DOJ should immediately push for Judge James Boasberg to be disbarred. Yes, and that's where Chief Roberts is having a cow. Without severe consequences, these corrupt liberal extremist judges will continue to attack the constitutional authority of the executive branch. Exactly. And you can look this shit up. This is in law everywhere. I went and did some reading. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a law scholar. I'm not a judge. So I do some reading. Yeah, this is 100% right. This judge doesn't even have the jurisdiction to do this. Let alone the fact that he didn't make a ruling. He made a verbal. I made an oral ruling, so you must do it. Put it on paper. Well, no, hold no way. Guy's covering his ass. It is not just Judge Boasberg's daughter in the nonprofit game. The one's getting money from USAID, Act Blue, you name it. Apparently his sister. Ooh, another one. Another compromise, guys. Here it is. Another one of those. I know I'm using the wrong word. It's actually another, up late, not enough coffee. It's another, reason to recuse yourself. How's that? Oh, Lord loves a duck. His sister Margaret and her Bain Capital husband, Christopher Byerly, are also big players, shoveling cash into the NGO financial underground. Oh, well, geez. So what Trump is doing is affecting this guy's whole family. They all are making their money off of everything Trump is trying to end or has ended. This is pure revenge. This guy's compromised. He should recuse himself. Nope. There is conflict upon conflict upon conflict upon conflict of interest here. So yeah, yeah, the wife of the judge, blah, blah, da, 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 da. An NGO funded directly by USAID and Soros. Oh, no. Yeah, just craziness. Most people know that Boasberg let Trump-Russia collusion hoaxer Kevin Kleinsmith off the hook. But few realize that when The FBI's FISA abuses were exposed. Boasberg appointed Hillary Clinton's former national security advisor to oversee the reforms. Holy shit. Hillary Clinton's former security advisor. The woman who we know 100% set up the whole Trump-Russia collusion hoax. Holy shit. Holy shit. Come on. Have you been keeping up? How many conflicts of interest are we in now? How deep is this guy buried? And how is this man not under arrest? Holy shit, this guy is filthy as filthy can get. Jeez. Yes, another activist judge said he is the actual president of the United States. Yeah, this guy actually said he has as much power as a president. The wife of Obama judge blocking Trump's deportation of illegal criminal aliens is the founder of the NGO. Yeah, right there. There she is. There she is. This is nutso. You just scan through this, and it's all about the family. Just, wow. Yeah. And they've already traced the money was coming from USAID, Soros, and some might have been funneled from USAID through Act Blue and then into them. It's like, waffa. 76% of its funding was from government grants. Like, hello, USAID. So this has affected them dead on. And if people think when you hear a nonprofit, they think, well, the people working there must be doing it for free. They're doing it because they have time and they're giving of themselves. Nope. Nope. The entity itself is non-profit. But the people working there get paid very well. A lot of people running nonprofits are making 6-7 figures. But people think non-profit, they think nobody's getting paid. What's the big deal? How can they be conflicted? Yeah. Judge Boasberg blocked the deportation of Tren de Aragua's gang members, including the ones who've offed United States children, without disclosing the fact his daughter works for the Partners of Justice. That gives criminal, illegal aliens and gang members legal advice and gets their money from USAID. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah, so this goes more into it. It's all pretty much the stuff I just told you. If you want to read it, like I said, you can go over here to the Geller Report. I want to get back up here. Why don't you just do this, dummy? Because I'm lazy and stupid. The Geller Report right here. Tuesday, March 18th, 2025. So go read the rest. But yeah, this guy is conflicted. Filthy. And I don't think he should only be disbarred. He should be arrested. Because he's been filthy a long time. Clearly filthy. He was appointed to the FISA court. He was upping the fake FISA crap against Trump. And then when Hillary was 100% proven, he still put her people in charge to fix the problems that he was part of. That is investigating yourself. That is cleaning everything up for yourself. But that's where we're going to end that one for now. But we are going to move on. We're going to have a quickie here. We got one more to go to, then we are going into the Tesla stuff, okay? Sorry, I'm still, If you've ever had a Chesapeake Bay Retriever, they don't shed like normal dogs. They shed with what we call doggy tumbleweeds and some of their fur. Ugh. All right, over at NPR, WBEZ Chicago. Navy warships sent to the southern border to carry out Trump's immigration plans. Okay. Hey, cartels, your move. The cartels are badass, but they don't have one of these. We have a lot of these. We just sent one of these. Cartels, your move. You're up. You're next. Let's see it. We just moved a rook into position. What do you got? Come on. Let's go. We didn't even send just a Coast Guard cutter. We sent a fucking warship. You know, Coast Guard cutters, hey, they're badass. But you know what? Cartel could take out a Coast Guard cutter. Take out a fully fledged warship. Holy crap. Oh, man. Oh. A U.S. Navy destroyer designed to intercept ballistic missiles. Woohoo! So, yeah, I dare you to shoot at that sucker. Has been deployed to the southern border as part of President Trump's push to seal the border and crack down on immigration. Defense officials said, dude, you think the 809 he's already brought it down to is still too high? Well, so do I. Holy shit. He's not even going to let him come around through the water. He is on it. But remember, Biden said, no, we can't do this. Oh, we just can't. We just need immigration reform. They wanted reform because they wanted to change all of our laws, put all the illegal shit they were doing into actual law. Then they go, what? We're following the laws. We don't need immigration reform. All we ever needed was enforcement. Remember that. Remember that all we ever needed was enforcement. Or there's no way Trump could drop it from the 37 plus thousand are still coming in the last couple months under Biden. They only lowered it for the election. There was upwards of 87,000 coming in a month under that asshole. And he kept saying, I can't do nothing. But then when the election comes up, and Kamala got to use that in the campaign. Remember that? Remember that? What are you talking about? We've dropped it by more than half. Strange how you wanted to do that. When you wanted to, you could. Yeah. But they still wouldn't cut it off all the way. They still had to let a good amount in. You know, it's like how California, the cities are cesspools and horrible until a visiting dignitaries come in and suddenly they make everything spotless. When they want to. And after the guy's gone, right back to shithole. Democrats, when they want to do it for themselves, they can do it. But Trump is still taking that bullshit election number, campaign number the Democrats did at the border, and cut it even lower. And he's taking their cool little app away where Biden can go, yeah, you can reserve a spot on an aeroplane. We will fly you from any country across our border. Trump has now changed it to a sign up to self-deport. And if you do, maybe we'll let you back in the right way coming up. That's nice. Yeah, so the USS Gravely. Yeah, so if you shoot at that, you done made a gravely decision. You made a gravely bad decision. How's that? Now, come on, cartel, shoot at this thing. Set sail on. Plus, even if the cartel took this thing out, oh fuck, you will have half the Navy over there the next day. Besides that, I think all bets would be off. Because if the cartel is that powerful in Mexico, that's it. Mexico is way past compromised. Mexico's done. We go in, and Mexico, you're fucked. You're going to become part of America by that point. So the cartel's got to know better to shoot at this thing. So, USS Gravely set sail on Saturday from Naval Weapons Station Yorktown in Virginia. The warship previously served in the Middle East. So this puppy's seen duty, and so is the crew, where it was responsible for shooting down missiles fired by Houthi rebels in the Red Sea. Now it will help assist the U.S. Northern Command in its mission. Sorry, this is good shit. To protect the United States territorial integrity, sovereignty, and security. General Gregory Guillet, let's go with that, who oversees U.S. Northern Command, said in a statement, the command is the Defense Department's operation lead in using military forces to tighten border security. Dispatch of the Gravely is the latest move under Trump's executive order from January, declaring a national emergency at the United States southern border. It's in addition to the thousands of active duty troops ordered to the U.S.-Mexico border. As of last Tuesday, 9,600 service members have been deployed or were scheduled to deploy there, according to U.S. Northern Command. In recent weeks, the Trump administration has also been developing plans to build immigration detention facilities on U.S. military bases around the country. Yep, because you know what? I'm hoping that's because Trump is about to ramp up the getting rid of illegals. I've told this a few times. I live in an area called the Quad Cities. It's in Iowa, Illinois. It's one big city. It's called Quad Cities. You know, we have Bettendorf, Davenport, Moline, East Moline, Silvis, Rock Island, Milan, and I think there's a few other little ones in there. Hell, some people even consider Eldridge part of the Quad Cities anymore. But, hey, there's 430 plus thousand people around here. And every little area of this, like I said, you can't tell when you go from one city to the next. If there's not a sign, you don't know. The only thing separating part of it is the rivers right in the middle of Iowa, Illinois, right there. But it's one big damn city for all intents and purposes. But everybody knows which neighborhoods in the area are the ones for the illegal aliens, because every sign, including State Farm's sign, just one of many, is all in Spanish. You see no English anywhere. And then a lot of license plates. I had a police officer friend of mine tell me this. He goes, when you drive through next time, look at license plates. Half of them are expired. And from all over. And he says, you'll see B truck plates. Illinois has plates for truck and car. You'll see B truck plates on a Chevy, a Chevette or something like that, a little car. Or a Hyundai with a B truck plate. It's like, Or a regular plate on a pickup truck. It's like, oh. He said, oh yeah, we go through there, and if we were allowed to do anything with a scanner, it just shows at least 60% of these cars are all illegally plated. It's like, oh shit. But I will say, going through one of the neighborhoods closer to me, that sucker is less than half full of what it was. Along the streets used to be bumper to bumper. The Mexican grocery stores used to have people going in and out, in and out, in and out. Now it is much emptier. There's huge gaps between cars. Some of the houses now are up for rent or up for sale. The grocery stores are a lot slower. So some have left or were deported because they were the criminal ones. But maybe these immigration detention facilities are because Trump is getting ready to ramp up. Going to New York, Chicago, where we have them in these hotels. You got a big box full of them right there. Already packaged for you. Wait at the entrances, go, come on out. Get on a bullhorn or the PA in these hotels. You have exactly 30 minutes to come downstairs and check in. Get yourself signed up and on the bus. You can bring anything you can carry. Now, if we have to come get you after that 30 minutes, you will leave just with your clothes on your back. Nothing else. Make your choice. I'd even be nice enough to let you use the ATM in the lobby on the way out. If you got an illegal bank account, because illegal aliens aren't supposed to have bank accounts in this country. Amazing how I have to have ID and all this proof of who I am to get a bank account. Jimmy Bob Jojo over here from God knows what country can walk in, click, 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 or yo, me, Jose, and get a bank account. Weird how that works. It's like how your kids have to have vaccinations, all these other records and stuff to go to school. Legal alien comes in, they get to go to school. But I really hope so. I do think this is funny. I don't think I have to read any more about it, but it's just good shit presenting a warship. So everybody says, oh my God, the cartel may really screws up. They may do some terroristy stuff in this country, which also I think would be a big boo-boo. Because right now, Mexico is their main operating base. Sorry, Mexico, you are corrupt. That is their main operation base. Holy shit. You took out a warship, or you came in this country and did shit, that's it. You will be gone. Anybody that actually thinks the cartels can stand up to the United States military, you are fucking dopey. I've heard people say that shit. Wow, my God, what are we going to do? Trump is pissing off the cartels. Oh my God, we could be screwed. What? You're kidding. The United States military, the biggest military on earth by far, against the cartels. And I'm not saying the cartels aren't badass, but they ain't a badass to the United States military. I'm just saying, whoof. I mean, good grief. Imagine what our satellites pick up. Imagine what we actually know about the cartels. You can read the date on a dime and laying on a pavement, a parking lot from these satellites. We know a whole lot about these guys. The only reason we don't do anything is they're on somebody else's territory. But if you fuck with us too much, we don't care. We've had about enough of Mexico anyway. Time to bring Mexico up to our level. Make them about 3 states. I'm done with this. But yeah, so, Alright, I don't talk about that. And, that's a beauty, isn't it, though? God, those ships are just so gorgeous. Alright, now we're going to talk about This doxing of the Tesla stuff. We're going to do that before we look at some of the stuff going on at the Tesla dealerships, but website doxing Tesla owners has doxed Kash Patel. He owns a Tesla. They got his personal information and have his address and phone number listed. Holy fuck. Are you stupid? I don't know who these people are, but you have got to be the biggest type of tard in history to dox the head of the FBI. Dude, they were going to come after you guys anyway, but now, holy fuck. And they just got Dan Bongino in there. You just clusterfucked yourself. There's a website that is doxing Tesla owners, and Kash Patel's address is one of them, and there's other higher up people there. I've read more about this, and I'm afraid to show more of this. My problem is I don't want to share the name of the site. I mean, I'm sure everybody can just look this up and find it, so I'm not sure. I'm conflicted on this. But the very fact they are doxing Tesla owners. People have nothing to do with Tesla. Nothing to do with Elon Musk. This is stupid. Doxing website featuring Molotov cocktail cursor. Peaceful left. Remember, the right's the bad guys, not them peaceful lefties. Exposes personal info of Tesla owners. This is stupid. Yeah. The site's operators, who also posted the exact locations of Tesla dealerships, said they remove identifying information about Tesla owners only if they provide proof they sold their electric vehicles. That is terrorism. This is them. This is a threat to all these people. We have your personal information. We have just listed it publicly. People are already firebombing, shooting up, and destroying Teslas and dealerships. We have your shit. Get rid of your car. Send us proof or else. This is fucking evil. It is time that the FBI goes in and gets rid of every one of these people. They should be in a gulag for the next 30 years. I would even be happy with finding an island in the middle of the South Pacific and drop them on it. You know, let's go Wrath of Khan style. You are going to have a tough time making a living there. You won't have time to do stupid shit like this. Yeah, the site's listed here. There ain't much I can do. It's on every spot. I'm not going to say it out loud, but yeah. Reportedly published the information of Tesla owners nationwide in a apparent bid. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. In a bid to shame them. No, it's intimidation. This is pure intimidation, and this is illegal shit. This is a light threat. Intimidate them as Elon Musk's ties with the Trump White House have grown. The site reportedly reveals names and addresses and phone numbers of Tesla owners throughout the United States using an interactive map. You get to interact. Using your little Molotov cocktail, you can click on a house and go, that's near me. I'm just going to go over and have a friendly little lefty chat with him. I will be peaceful. Mostly peaceful, but maybe a little fiery. Yeah. And CNN has all this burns. Fiery, but mostly peaceful. This shit, though. They will remove identifying information about Tesla drivers, and that's owners, only if they provide proof they sold their Teslas. That is a fucking threat. That is a threat. Holy shit. Imagine, once again, using my little litmus test, reverse this. Reverse this. Imagine what the left would be doing right now if the right, some doofy jackasses on the right, was doxing, owners of God knows what these jackasses all love. Half of them don't own shit. They want freebies all the time, so they don't own shit. But imagine this. Imagine if it's the other way around. Let's say some right lunatics were doxing and putting out people's, information, telling you, well, we will take your shit down only if you show us proof you got rid of said item we do not like. Holy crap. As much as deep conservatives believe and hate, all abortions, if they did this about abortions, here's the name, address, phone number of everybody who has had an abortion. But we're not, and you got to prove to us, you pregnant ladies have to prove to us that you canceled your abortion appointment, or we'll just leave your shit up there. And what'll happen will happen. We didn't quite say go do anything. Oh, my Lord, my Lord. That's nasty. It's crazy. And I'm not in a rich neighborhood, but I know there's some Tesla people around me. Hell, there's one in my alley. There's a Tesla in my alley. This is stupid. They're going to get somebody hurt. They're going to get somebody's house destroyed, let alone somebody's $30,000 to $80,000 Tesla. Dude, cars are expensive. You do that, you screw up somebody's job, somebody's money they may be owing on this thing. They may be their dream vehicle to have. And you're going to destroy their shit they may have saved for, the only vehicle they have they could own. Yeah, this is great. This is just great. Every one of these pieces of shit. But man, doing it to Kash Patel, that is stupid. And from what I heard on, yes, I think I saw that part of Timcast. Yeah, when I was doing some reading. You ever get to reading and you're trying to watch stuff and you really, oh crap, I'm going to have to go back and watch later. I didn't pay attention. But I think they were saying, and I saw an article somewhere doing my research on my phone, that there's other higher up people in the government and other people out there that really, including a few city mayors. Oh shit. This is stupid. This is, I don't know what else to say, but this is the peaceful left. What can you say about shit like this happening? I mean, this is like Civil War crap. I mean, I don't want to use the words as much, but jeez. Come on. This is stupid. I don't know how many people own Teslas, but they've put everybody on there. They got, let's say they got half of them. Wow. Here, let's check this. Sorry, guys, I type like that. How many Teslas are owned in the United States? So this map, let's say they got a third of them. That's still over 220,000 people that could be potentially attacked, their stuff damaged, have protesters show up, have paint stuff thrown through the window, Molotov. These people have used Molotovs. The pointer's a Molotov. This is crazy. Imagine, once again, if the other side had done this. Let's say it's 50%. That's 300,000 people. This is stupid. Wow. Wow. This is crazy. So yeah, we are talking some scary stuff. Tesla owners have reacted in horror. Gee, I wonder why. Because, hey, the left is so peaceful. Why would everybody be afraid? Because everybody fucking knows. You lefties know you're lying when you say, it's the right. Fucking MSNBC knows they're lying. NBC, ABC, CNN, they all know they're fucking lying. They know 100%. Because when Tesla owners, and a lot of them are lefties. Huge amounts of them are lefties. Hey, I want to save the planet. Ooh, we'll buy a Tesla. They're horrified too because they know shit. Shit. Lefties have no beliefs. They will switch on dime. Tesla's amazing. We love Elon. We love Tesla. Mother Gaia. Oh, wait. Elon disagrees with us? Oh, no. He likes Orange Man? Kill Tesla cars. It's a car, YouTube. I said, end the car. Let's destroy Tesla cars. Let's firebomb things and stupid shit. Yeah, that's great. Even lefties know. Jesus. Who the violent ones are, they wouldn't be scared. A site for people on the hunt for a Tesla. Oh, boy. Look at this map. This is just charging stations and other stuff. And blah, 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 blah. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Now, see? All the info. Gives their email addresses. Name, phone number, address, email. Oh, I love that. They get the FBI director in there. Oh, you are Scrooged. But yeah. And why would the lefties that own Teslas be afraid? They're putting stickers on their car. I bought this for a deal and went mad. I'm on your side. Stuff like that. I don't hurt my car. It's all I can afford, or something like that. Because they know their own side's lunatic. So yeah, where was I? Oh, where'd my X go? Oopsie. I think I closed it. Hang on. I'll get it up there. I did some bookmarking. I did. Yes, my voice squeaks a lot at night, doesn't it? Well, this is just one of them right here. 14 hours ago. Las Vegas, Nevada. It's a lot of Tesla vehicles. There's a whole shitload of these things being nailed. Look at this crap. This is stupid. This is why everybody with a Tesla is scared shitless right now. Scared shitless. In my area, we haven't had any problems as far as I know. I know we had one that was scratched up and keyed. I remember hearing about that. But this is stupid. This is 100% domestic terrorism. This is dumb. And these are, by the way, for all you lefties that love the environment, what are you doing here? These batteries are putting off insane amounts of stuff. And look at the sparks and booms and explosions. This is stupid. You guys are fucking assholes. I got nothing. Oh, fire is mostly peaceful, huh? Yeah. What if somebody got hurt from this? It's only a matter of time till somebody gets hurt or deleted by this. And one moron lit himself on fire trying to do this. Couldn't have happened to a better guy. I mean, yeah. He was just cold, YouTube, and trying to stay warm. Yeah. He didn't know that Tesla was going to go up that quick, and he was just a little too close to warm his little hands. In some of these, this isn't a few vehicles. There's whole fleets of them being taken out. Time to put people in jail for a long time. Yeah. By the way, to all you lefties that were all fine and dandy saying, oh, people J6. Not the ones that attack cops, just think stupid. People just walked in, should be in prison for 20 years. What about these asses? They are lighting fires. What if this leapt to other buildings? What if this burned down somebody's house? What if this got people deleted? Are you stupid? This is much worse than J6. This is going on nationwide. People are scared of their own vehicles at their own houses. There are people parking their Teslas away from their house. Which now doesn't matter because these assholes released their addresses. Oh my God. This is dumb. Dumb. We are living in clown friggin' world. And I agree. Boom. People in jail for a long time. Make it public. Yes. I'm thinking, let's go George Carlin. Anybody familiar with George Carlin, how he talked about criminal punishment in jails? Think Escape from New York, but you may not make it quite over the wall on the way in type. George Carlin had a way about catapults and walls. So you might want to go look that up. But once again, I do believe in the Church of Carlin. I am a Carlinist. George Carlin, famous lefty comedian who would now be considered right. That's how far they've gone. So let's head on over here to more. Go to my bookmarks. Yeah. Like I said earlier, I bookmark a lot of stuff, just reading and studying and trying to keep up on stuff. And playing the already criminals return. Whoopsie. His daughter, his wife, her husband, other family members. Well, isn't that just weird? Yep. There's some more. Yep. All getting money from USAID, Act Blue. All the government stuff Trump is closing down. And more of it. It's crazy. All right, we're going to talk about SpaceX right at the end. That's happy stuff. Look at this crap. Look at this. Watching legacy media tonight, the commentators keep referring to the protests at Tesla dealerships. Protests? Fuck you. If you were going to call J6 a riot, then this is a blatant, open terrorist attack. These are terrorists. Yeah, if that was an insurrection, this is terrorism. Look at that. The whole dealership burned up. Look at all these cars. This is stupid. Look at that. This is much worse than anything you saw on J6. Insurrection. What's this? If that's an insurrection, this is terrorism. Send in Rambo. Send in Duke Nukem. Yeah. Yeah, I'm all for it. I'm done. I want to send in Terminator and Predator while I'm at it. This is dumb. Look at this. Look at all those cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Looks like 12. 12 of those. Let's say they're worth $50,000 each. Right there. Whoa. One place. That's the water inside after the spraying. Spray everything out. Just stupid. This is stupid. Yeah, it's all the water inside what's left of the dang dealership. Yeah. A protest. But Americans see fires, broken glass, slashed tires, EVs vandalized, destroyed, damaged and burnt EV charging stations, etc. Legacy media silence means this is acceptable protesting. Yes, because they call it protesting. Remember, when the left did it for the Summer of Love, they were just protests. Fiery, but mostly peaceful protests. Fuck the mostly peaceful. I'm not even going with that. We had people burned down and took over whole areas of cities. We had people killed. Yes, we did. We had people that have injuries for life. They took over government buildings. Hey, there's your insurrection, lefties. When the left does it, it's a protest. Right does it, insurrection. Does it one time, insurrection. Left does it for a whole damned year. $2 billion of insured damage, $1 to $2 billion of uninsured damages. That is nuts. Now, here we are again. Left attacking and burning crap, shooting stuff, whatever. It's a protest. This crap has got to stop. It's time to not let them have the narrative that this is a protest. Time to start calling it what it is. This is terrorism. Yep, Las Vegas. 5 suspects still outstanding. 5 Teslas damaged, 2 engulfed in flames. Suspect used a gun to fire 3 rounds. The word resist was spray painted on the front doors of the business. Now remember who said that. Democrat congressmen were saying resist. Yeah. And this is another dealership here. So I mean, these are different places. That's well more than 5. This is stupid. Yep. Poof! Goes up in flames. And there's a person. I would love to find that person and do the George Carlin method. Yep, lighten them up. Man. You can't tell me other cars next to it haven't been damaged. That is heat. Besides all the chemicals. Can you imagine the chemicals in the air? Whew, they're lucky their dealership didn't end up like the other one. I can't stay calm about this shit anymore. I am not the calmest human in the world anyway, but this is stupid. This is stupid. Hey, what if, here's another scary thing. Some of these lefties could get themselves deleted besides lighting themselves on fire, blowing themselves up, whatever. What if these Tesla dealerships or Tesla owners, what if Tesla owners and dealerships are arming themselves up? What if they start guarding their shit? Some of you lefties, you morons, are going to get shot. How about maybe just think of your own lives? What the hell are you doing? They have no beliefs. They just picked a new thing to be angry about and riot about and burn up things about. This is stupid. Yeah. This. Oh. Now this one here, the assailant can be seen running away. This is Kansas City, Missouri. Wearing all black and lighting the car ablaze. Example must be set. These people are getting increasingly violent. Yes, and we know the left does. When nothing was done during the Summer of Love, and I disagree, Trump should have done something. He was trying not to give them the reason to call him a dictator. They were already calling him that. Like, oh, they were goading him to send him in. And too much of our actual local people who should have been doing shit about it backed off. They backed off and let him do it. And what happened? Amped it up, amped it up, amped it up. The same thing's happening here. We got to stop him or else. There goes the person who did it. This is dumb. Jeez. This arson incident is domestic terrorism, 100%. And remember, now the funny thing is, here they are. They're talking about who wants violence. Ooh, Trump is hoping for violence because he wants a civil war. Are you shitting me? Who's doing this? Trump is doing this? No, you leftards are doing this. Lefties are doing this shit. Yet that twat has the balls to say that it's, oh, Trump wants a civil war. Really? 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 What's this? What's that? Maxine Waters, Trump's revenge rhetoric could lead to civil war. Really? He's not the one burning shit down.
Maxine Waters says Trump's revenge rhetoric could lead to civil war. No, Maxine. The only people whose rhetoric is leading to war and chaos and violence and uprisings is you guys. Yep. You specifically, people like you, Chuck Schumer, all the leftist media. The only people who are goading war right now is you. The only people who have ever been goading war is you. All we want is our dang country back. All we want is taxes back down. All we want is affordable living. Maxine Waters says Trump's revenge.
Amen. Amen. Remember, this is the woman who was telling people to get in Republicans' faces. So here's more of Maxine, Mad Maxine here. Is it unmute automatic again? Okay. Here's Mad Maxine for you.
What does Trump expect? Oh, I believe he expects violence. I believe he expects confrontation.
Gee, why would he think that? Huh. Because you guys are fucking violent? If you are, somehow she's trying to blame their violence on Trump. Trump expects violence. You know what? If you really want to get Trump, then you don't do violence. If you don't go out there and do violence, guess what? You won't have, you'll be getting Trump back. Oh, stop Trump, stop Trump. He's expecting violence because he wants a civil war. So we'll go do violence. You guys are fucking tards. Holy shit. Hey, Sarge, how you doing, man? How are you doing? So yeah, this is stupid.
I believe he's working toward a civil war.
Wait. Working towards a civil war? Trump is working towards a civil war. She says that. Right here.
I believe he's working toward a civil war.
Oh, really? Is he? Is he? What's that, you dumb POS? What is that? Trump is working towards a civil war. As lefties are lighting the country on fire again. Yeah, Trump is working for the cause of civil war. You guys are tarded. Trump is trying to cause a civil war. Trump is trying to cause a civil war. Trump is trying to cause a civil war. Really? What the fudge is that? God, I don't know when you said hi, Sarge. Sorry, buddy. I was going on my little way here. I didn't expect anybody to come on. So, Sarge, if you're still there, howdy. If you're not, I'm very sorry. But yeah, once I get going, I'm up late. But yeah, this is stupid. But Mad Maxine says Trump is trying to work for civil war. He wants violence. Then don't give it to him. I just can't do it. I don't get it. You guys, fiery but mostly peaceful protests again. Once again, like he says here, Master Chief says, the mainstream media is calling it protest at Tesla dealerships. Oh, that's some protest. That's some protest. Imagine if the right did that. That'd be another insurrection. Donald John Trump incited the erection. Funny how they all say that. They all really like Trump. My cat's down there sleeping now. So I'll move out of the corner of my eye. But let's go on to something a little nicer. Well, actually, we'll talk about this. I don't like Sean Hannity. I really don't. I get slimy used car salesmen from him. You know, and Fox News is good for a few personalities in the 5. That's about it. I'd prefer Newsmax or just independent. Honestly, independent media.
Why do I see people like I woke up this morning and saw that Teslas were put ablaze in one of your dealerships?
Because the left is violent.
Vegas. I've seen this happen all over the country. Bullets are being fired. Charging stations are put ablaze. Teslas are being put ablaze. You have experienced assassination, threats of assassination for you and your family. What have you done?
I'm telling you right now, lefties, you are playing with damn, no pun intended, fire here. You are threatening people's lives. You are burning shit up. You're shooting at shit. You're firebombing shit. Yes, it's a thing. It's what they are doing, YouTube. It's in the news. They're using Molotovs. They're doing dangerous, crazy shit. You are going to get somebody that's going to shoot you. There's going to be self-defense here. Sooner or later, you're going to run into somebody at the wrong time, wrong place. You're going to be doing something. Either it's going to threaten their lives and they're going to fight back, or they're going to protect their stuff and you're going to get offed. I'm telling you, lefties, you are really, this probably will not work out the way you want it to.
That warrants this, because I see nothing that you have done except help our country.
Yeah, I mean, it's really come as quite a shock to me that there's this level of really hatred and violence from the left.
And the thing is, I think he truly is shocked. Remember, Elon Musk says he was a lefty all this time. He hasn't moved. His beliefs are here. They went away from him. That man, his company that he founded, saved American astronauts today, stranded on the space station for months overdue. So long up there, they have health problems now. Joe Biden could have got him down any time by asking Musk to do it. He wouldn't do it because he didn't want anybody related to Trump to get credit. So he left these fucking people up there. Oh, the loving left. We just love kumbaya. Oh, wait a minute. It might help Orange Man, or might make Orange Man look good, or this person likes Orange Man. Oh, fuck that. And you. Stupid. This is not going to work out the right way, lefties.
I always thought the left, or Democrats, were supposed to be the party of empathy, the party of caring, and
He's
yet they're
surprised
burning
by
down
this shit.
cars, they're firebombing dealerships, they're firing bullets into dealerships, they're just smashing up Teslas. Tesla is a peaceful company. We've never done anything harmful.
No.
I've never done anything harmful. I've only done productive things.
Remember, he was their hero. The great greenie god, bring us our electric car, saving Mother Gaia. You guys are insane. He now sees how horrible you are. This is why, once again, as I mention almost every video I do, you lefties built this administration. This whole administration, Donald Trump, is your fault. Donald Trump was a Democrat until you guys went nuts and you lost him. Tulsi Gabbard was a Democrat, so you went nuts and lost her. Presidential candidate for the left. RFK Jr. from god dang lefty royalty. Lefty presidential candidate. You lost him. You lost so many. You've lost Elon Musk. You've lost Joe Rogan. You've lost me. You've lost many who might have been left at one time, even if it's a little. I would have called myself a centrist with a slight left leaning at one time for the longest time in my life. You have caused this administration. There are tons of people in Trump's administration that were Democrats back in the 90s, early 2000s. These are 90s Democrats. You've gone so nuts, you've chased them away. You made Trump. So every one of you up there bitching about Trump, he's horrible, he's horrible. You made this happen. Every one of you going knucking futs and acting like stupid asses, you did this. So go fuck yourself because you did this. This is 100% caused by you. Trump wouldn't be there. None of these people would be there if you weren't so insane.
So I think we just have a deranged, there's some kind of mental illness thing going on here because this doesn't make any sense.
It's the everybody gets a trophy generation.
I think there are larger forces at work as well. I mean, I don't know who's funding it and who's coordinating it because this is crazy. I've never seen anything like this.
You actually tweeted out, and I'll put it on the screen, the level of violence is insane. It is deeply wrong. Tesla just makes electric cars and has done nothing to deserve these evil attacks.
Neither do the owners of the cars. I am a 30-year ASE master tech. I know the upsides and downsides of owning electric cars. I would never do anything like this to a Tesla owner or the company. This is stupid. And this is what happens when, as George Carlin used to say, this is still before George Carlin died. He was at one of his concerts. I remember his stuff. Oh, amazing, man. He said, oh, everybody tells their kids that everybody's special. You're special. You're special. Bullshit. If everybody's special, it ruins the word and nobody is. This is what happens when you tell generationers to a kids, you're special. Everything you do is rainbow and sunshine. Everybody gets a trophy. We teach grasshopper and the ant, but now the ant is the bad guy. We stopped teaching words, sticks and stones. We now teach words hurt. And when somebody uses words against you, that is violence. And you can respond in violence. Is what we've taught these kids. Parents telling their kids that everything comes out of their little mouth is unicorn farts and rainbows. This is it. You've caused mental illness. This is when we stop spanking kids. Kids stop watching Looney Tunes cartoons because they were too violent. You know, generations of kids never had problems. Nobody ever went Yosemite Sam and capped off people. But these assholes who didn't watch that stuff are capping around and doing stuff. Think about that. All these so-called violent stuff that my generation, my wife's generation, generations before us grew up, didn't go doing crazy shit. As soon as you remove that shit, so you remove spankings, rankings of trophies, you actually win to get something. You stop grounding kids. Took away the so-called violent TV shows. They're fucking more violent than ever. So obviously that wasn't it. And yes, Sarge, that is domestic terrorism. And yes, that was a rescue from hell. Craziness. But yeah, this is stupid. But yeah, let's look at this thing. Look at this. Oh, isn't this beautiful? Oh my God, that's gorgeous. Oh, there's a sound to that?
And splashdown.
There we go. Look at that. That is Tesla. Well, SpaceX, but you get the idea. It's Elon Musk.
And splashdown. Crew 9 back on Earth.
Can you imagine being responsible for this? You have a company you have busted your ass on that now can catch rockets coming down. You are sending rockets up. You're doing better than NASA. And don't give me the, NASA crewed and NASA was involved. SpaceX built this thing. This is not a NASA spacecraft. I have to argue with me, NASA's piloting and doing this. Fuck you. This is not a NASA spacecraft. This is SpaceX. It's a SpaceX Dragon 9 rocket? Fuck you. This is a NASA ship. You're a moron. It's not NASA. Look at that. God, his heart must swell with pride and, oops, excuse me, happiness.
Freedom splashdown. Good main release.
Yeah, I think it's bobbing along happy.
Main shoots cut. Nick, Alex, Butch,
Yeah, Dragon
Sunny,
9.
on behalf of SpaceX, welcome home.
That is beautiful. This is what we should be concentrating on. That's what we should be concentrating on. But while this man, his company is saving people's lives, going up to space, these idiots are burning his shit and hate him. He doesn't even get any credit for saving anybody's lives. You gotta see the horrible shit they're saying about Red. He thinks because he saved these people. Fuck yeah. Oh my God. This is a thing of beauty. This is inspiring. None of you lefty morons out there are inspiring anybody. You aren't inspiring nothing. That's why you are so unpopular right now. You are like boil on the ass of society. You will inspire nothing except more bad stuff. This is inspiring. This is going to make some child look at this and go, I want to be an astronaut. We haven't had enough of that because NASA's been jacking off doing nothing. Let's send another probe. Nothing more inspiring than a probe. Imagine if Christopher Columbus or all these other explorers back in the day, Da Gama and all them, would said, and Pizarro, well, we'll just hook a little boat to a long rope and send it out and see what happens. It doesn't inspire nothing. They're going, this sucks. That's why they're sorry. That's why we feel about the probes. It doesn't inspire. You guys stopped inspiring people at NASA when you got rid of the shuttle program with nothing to replace it. Tesla and another couple private companies out there, Blue Origin, there's a couple others out there, they are inspiring people. I say remove all NASA's funding until they get off their ass and get actual ships of their own going. How about something equal to the shuttle? We don't even have equal to the shuttle. That shuttle was amazing, all the stuff it could do. How the versatility of those. We should have just done it, had new versions of those ready to go. Now, we're back to little rockets. And the rockets aren't like Musk's. He catches them. This Derek comes out and goes, boop, gotcha. Comes down like that. NASA shoots shit up, it has to crash, and then they see what they can save when it crashes. That's stupid. That inspires nothing. This is inspiring. People are going to look at Tesla and go, or SpaceX and go, I want to work there someday. Look at that. That is a beautiful thing.
And that is...
Oh, this is gorgeous.
We can see folks on board clapping as our first crew member.
And that is NASA astronaut Nick Hague, commander of Crew 9. Now out of Crew Dragon Freedom. Some smiles, thumbs up, and a wave. Can't get any better than that.
Yeah, that is one happy camp.
Now, a lot of it is also because they're required to have NASA pilots, so.
That's for sure. As we said before, it is standard procedure for all of our long-duration crew members to receive assistance upon egressing from the spacecraft. We basically help them move off of the recovery deck and into the private medical quarters for their initial consultation with
what a
the
setup
SpaceX
and
flight
what
surgeon.
people, even the NASA astronauts.
So we'll see that take place
Way to
for
go.
all 4 of our crew members today.
See this man right here? Right here? See that man? Right here. Watch this. Look at that man. That man right there. That man will inspire somebody. Yes, he works for NASA. He's an astronaut. But he will inspire. Seeing a man go up there, not some other little nameless piece of shit little probe. Some little probe wandering around Mars, digging up stuff. Well, we'll send some samples back. A human up there could do 1,000 times more in 2 hours than these probes do in 10 years up there. Stupid. Let's inspire. Let's get out there. Let's see some stuff. Let's see what humanity's made of. Hell, I'd be all for another space race between us, Russia, China, India, whatever. Let's advance humanity. Let's get going. We need a good old-fashioned competition. I'm okay, Sarge. Ups and downs as always. Just been working hard trying to get back on YouTube after YouTube, I had a bunch of illnesses for a while, and YouTube nuked the potato and gave me warnings and said they were going to take me down if I didn't desist for a while, at the time. So and then I got sick and I let it go for a while. So I came back and I'm doing this now. So Lion's Den is my thing now. Potato is, unfortunately, they decimated it, and I think it's too tainted because, well, with YouTube it was, even though I got a feeling since I'm the same user, they found me, and that's why, one of the reasons, besides I'm not very good at this anymore, that I'm not growing much anymore. I did the first week. First week or two, yeah, then suddenly, whoop. So it's weird. Algorithm. Funny, the videos I post on Rumble, same video that's on here when I do them. Well, I've been lazy in posting, but suddenly, somehow they get 2 times to 10 times the views. Weird how that works, isn't it? Having a very late dinner. What are we competing for? Hey, Mr. Miles, holy shit. We are competing where I think we need a good old-fashioned space race again. We used to advance and do stuff. This
Why
probe
do I
says
see people like I
whoa,
woke up
whoa,
this morning
Sean.
and saw
I hate that.
that
don't you
Teslas
dare.
were put ablaze.
Shut the hell up, Sean. I hate that. X will do this when I just start playing something. That's a new thing they started doing recently. But yeah, I mean, what I was saying is, you've heard me, Mr. Miles, talk about this. How the probes do not inspire anything. They inspire nobody. We need shit to inspire. And I was also talking about how the left hates on Musk while he's doing shit like this. You want to see the vile shit they're saying about these astronauts and Musk and everything over this, because they can't let anything get away with a good hate. Can't even look at a genuinely amazing moment. But this will inspire. This will inspire people. Kids will look at this. They're not going to look at a probe going up and go, I think I'll go be a police officer. Nothing wrong with that, but you know what I mean. I'll go be an auto mechanic. That's not inspiring. I can do better working on this Ferrari over here than, I'm better work on a Honda than do that. That's boring. But they see astronaut. They see humans going up there. That inspires everybody. So yeah. Pacific whiting. Hey, is that a racist fish? Sounds like a racist fish. Pacific whiting. Yeah, that's pretty good. That does sound good. Damn it, now I'm gonna eat some food before I go to bed. But yeah, this man, SpaceX will inspire. Elon is inspiring people. These lefties burning shit inspire nothing. The only thing they inspire is hate from other lefties or stupid people. That's all it is. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about tonight. What I started at, what time did I start? 12:30, I think. So I've been on an hour and a half. About where I wanted to be. So let's go home here and see if I can find something funny to end on besides the Tesla dealers burning. This is a little frightening. This is a problem. This isn't Gaza. This isn't Tehran. This isn't Damascus. This is Washington, D.C. in front of the White House tonight, where protesters waved Hamas flags and shouted Allahu Akbar during their mass prayer. We are an occupied country. Yes. And this, by the way, I am all... Here's a quick discussion. I am all for removing everybody that waves a Hamas flag. I don't care if you're an American citizen. Guess what? You just gave up your citizenship. Goodbye. Why? Because Hamas is a terrorist organization worldwide. Known to be terrorist. Also known to want to bring this country down. If you are helping out... protesting for Hamas in this country, you are part of a terrorist organization. Goodbye. I would remove every single one of them. Everyone right there, gone. Bye-bye. That's not freedom of speech. We don't let you be a terrorist in our country. These are actual terrorist organizations. And not just Hamas. There's others they march for. Done with this shit. They take advantage because they think our freedom of speech is everything. No. We do have limits. When you are working for a violent organization, that's it. Done. Goodbye. All right, let me see here. Off topic. What did you think of the Star Trek short Unification? Amazing. Goosebumps. Goosebumps. Wasn't that gorgeous? Tell you what, it was a lot more fitting ending. And I liked the movie Generations. I had some problems. But that wasn't a great way for Kirk to die. Some people, well, he died saving people. That was kind of eh. I actually preferred when he died on the Enterprise B right there. You know? That was kind of a fitting way for Kirk to go, save the whole starship, yeah! That's the way to go, not, fell down and got crushed by a bridge. And goes, it was fun. Oh, man. James Tiberius Kirk deserved to die like that NCC 1701B issue. You know, the Nexus. So, yeah. I loved that. The Roddenberry Archive's got a few other cool things on there, too. I know why you're not growing. You're too damn stubborn against the facts that... We should be thanking the left. Their violent actions and anti-American rhetoric is what caused the nation to vote for Trump. Yes, but now the problem is we have to worry about the other part of it. Because the violence and everything they're doing also is what got Trump not elected in 2020. They use that to scare people and intimidate. That's what they are doing now again. We have to worry. We have to start worrying about the midterms. We have to start worrying about people doing what they stand up for in their own areas, too. People are getting scared. They're getting intimidated. They're getting attacked. They use that fear, and that's what they're doing now. They lost. They didn't get their fear mongers out, and now they are. Now it's coming back, so we have to worry. No, Kirk didn't always want. Yeah, he wanted to die on. No. Okay, see, we have a problem here, Mr. Miles. Kirk wanted to die on a bridge, not under one. He almost had it. No, Kirk wanted to die on the bridge. Yeah, under is not the same. That is. That is not semantics. So, yeah. Oh, let's see here. But yeah, I mean, I can't believe I had two people come on this late. It's 2:03 here. Oh, but yeah, that's kind of most I wanted to talk about. I'm all for it. I'm sorry, these people here. If you are protesting for Hamas, get out. Done. I don't even care. Hey, you know what? There's a good way to thin the herd and make our country stronger right there. You're going to make America great again? Remove terrorist sympathizers. We've never allowed it before. If you were a communist in the day, a Nazi in the day, or any other terrorist group, if you were working with them here, we would jail or remove your ass. Because we knew freedom of speech has limits. You cannot be trying to call for the downfall of this country and work for it and be here. Citizen or not, boo-bye. Hey, you think Hamas is so great? Enjoy it over there. We'll drop you in Gaza. How's that? Oh, no. No, he wasn't. He was under the bridge. That was fully on top of him. But yeah, this stuff's stupid. All right, let's see. Oh, my. Ian Miles Chong has been posting a lot of these lately. He is posting because the more melanated parts of our country need to fix their culture, and he's right. So this is crazy. Yeah, but how, Mr. Miles, that may be true, but how long do we let it happen? You got to sooner or later draw the line, no matter what the other side will do. Once again, if somebody keeps if you are in a battle with somebody, let's say you're in a fist fight with somebody, and they're willing to grab a bat and swing at you or kick you in the balls or whatever, and you're just going to go, no, I'm going to stick with the rules, you're going to lose. Sooner or later, you have to get to their level, or else you will lose. And we have precedent. This is legal precedent. You do not get to be part of a terrorist organization in America. We have limits. Sooner or later, we're going to get to a point where it doesn't matter what the other side's going to say or do. Because look what they're doing now. They are attacking people. They're doxing people. put a map out showing of owners of Teslas. Hope you don't own one, because you're on a map. They doxed the names, phone numbers, addresses, and email of people who own Teslas, including Kash Patel. That was a big boo-boo. So it doesn't matter. You can say, well, we don't want them to use this. They're already doing the shit anyway. We don't want them to be violent. They're already violent. Well, they might cause terrorist attacks. They're already doing it. They might sympathize with terrorists. Already doing it. You can only let them get away with it so long before you have to put your foot down. It's just like, it's like anything in life. If you let somebody keep committing crimes, hey, you know, like shoplifting up to $950 worth of stuff, what happened? It amped up the shoplifting until that law was repealed. It's like, oh shit, as soon as these people found out, well, they're going to jail now for it, it's backed down. Same here, sooner or later. There's got to be consequences. You got to stamp it out. You got to stamp it out. You have to. You must stamp it out. And the trans stuff, fine, let them. The trans stuff is so unpopular. That's one of the biggest reasons the Democrats lost. Stand up for the trans stuff, especially the crazies. Fine, go for it. So. But this is the culture. That's nice. Wow, and they don't even go one-on-one. They don't even ever go one-on-one. Does that guy got a shoulder bag? Like the new man purses? What is that? Okay, I gotta ask a question. Forgive me for this. Is this a battle of fluffy people? Are these people lighting the loafers, as I would say? Ein Pufter? Seems like these guys are swinging like, Guy's got like a shoulder purse on, and a lot of them are doing this. Stop it. That's what they're doing. You see that shit? Watch this. Watch this guy. Watch this guy, especially. Look at him. Watch him swinging. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm right. If I'd have gone to there, I'd have known. Oh my God. Oh my God. They're fluffy. They're a bunch of fluff balls. At least two of them have these little man purse. And they're waving like this. Oh my God. Did you hear that? What's this? Oh my God. Oh my God. That's horrible. Is this like straight versus not straight? That man's pants still has the tag on him. He's got a tag on his pants still. This is screwy.
Why is security just letting them do that?
Because security guy, oh, come on. These pants, tight pants. I don't know. There's something going on here. Yes, a lone security guard is going to step in the middle of that. Batting for the same team. Yeah, I'm thinking you're right. Yeah, that's it exactly. Yeah, listen. Oh my God. Oh my God. And the swinging. Look at this slap fight. Dude, half these guys are, This is a slap fight. There is definitely some homogenized milk type people here. Look at that swinging. It's like, I swear, man. And look at this guy right in front of me. Look at that sweater and the earring and everything. Yeah. I think we have a battle between people who bat for the same team and people who don't right here. It just looks like half of them are punching. The other half are slap fighters or swinging in like helicopter. That is crazy.
Bro, y'all not serious.
You're not serious. Yeah, okay. That's over. We know it. Oh, you're not serious. There's Slappy right there. There's Slappy Squirrel. Even the melanated batting for the same team people are got some issues to fix. Jeez. It was a rough couple years there, Sarge, but you know, I'm doing about as good as I'm going to do. It is what it is. How do you fix this culture? There's no fixing it. I can't even tell you. Did you see this? Courtney Love announced she's become a British citizen. Slams Trump saying America's frightening now. Really? Courtney Love. Okay. Enjoy that one, Britain. You sent us Meghan Markle. We're touche. Yeah, that'll get you. How dare you? Send us another one of your POS royal people. Especially your racist ones like her. Well, yeah, send you another Courtney Love. Hell, we already screwed you over. Because, what, Scotland is part of the UK. So we sent Rosie O'Donnell and now Courtney Love. Your move, assholes. I will say that's true. I am very stubborn. I'm the only person I knew at age 12 still left alive. Even though, boy, the people now with the new meds, they are going to outlive me. That is amazing. Outlive me by far and healthier. The oldies like me aren't a lot of us left. Now, this is funny. And I do find this actually funny. Congresswoman, just whatever, Rashida Tlaib. The lawless Trump administration is violating a federal court order from a judge, as we talked earlier in the stream, who really has no standing to even doing it. Besides, he's compromised, and I laid out in my stream earlier, he's compromised 20 different ways. Holy shit. If you missed it, go back and check that. And I laid it out slowly on purpose. I'd read through that, but compromise. Holy Jesus. We got to have a way to arrest judges who are that compromised and still are going to stick on a case. But yeah, violating a federal court order and deport hundreds of immigrants. They failed to mention, just like NBC News and others failed to mention, these aren't just immigrants. They're saying, he's deporting immigrants. The View tried the same shit. I'm Whoopi Goldberg. I'm afraid I'm going to get deported. Are you admitting to being an MS-13 gang member, Whoopi? These were all violent criminals. Some of them killed, and I hate to say it that way, sorry, YouTube, they deleted young American children, girls, horrendous ways. You're upset about that. Gamer words. Yeah. Immigrants to a forced labor camp in El Salvador. Good. After what they did to the people in our country? Get the fuck out of here. What the? How about you go there too? Without a shred of due process. Illegal aliens have no right to our due process. Our Constitution Bill of Rights are for American citizens, not violent, illegal alien, criminal gang members who are offing our citizens. You T-Wat. And by the way, this is one of the T-Wats right here. This is fascism. You're one of the ones that was all cheering Joe Biden to disobey SCOTUS. Twice. You were all fine with that. That wasn't fascism. Democrats stand for nothing. Okay, when Biden told SCOTUS, too bad I'm doing it, I'm ignoring you. That's okay. A low-level federal court judge who is filthy dirty makes a ruling that he doesn't have a right to. That's fascism, and Trump don't listen. Oh boy, wiener boy. Aww, poor Hunter. Wow, that boy. Whew. Whoops. Biker's wrong. Truck turned in before you were there. And they're riding on a sidewalk. You're not supposed to ride bicycles on sidewalk. Biker. Dumbass. There. Fixed it for you. She broke immigration laws. How about let's just jail her under our laws for the 10, 15 years it's supposed to be? She lied about immigration, defrauded them, and married her brother. It's a proven fact. Why is she still in Congress? So, yep. Oh, this guy. General Mark Milley fears he will be court-martialed. Good. How about we court-martial you and try you for treason? I discussed this the other night. Treason for an American citizen that is a civilian is a whole different standard than it is for military. You are a goddamn general. You went behind your commander-in-chief's back, the President of the United States. You went behind his back and was communicating with enemies, telling them that you wouldn't follow Trump's order if something was going to go on with him. That is colluding with the enemy. That is treason. This guy is a treasonous piece of shit. And keep in mind also, he is responsible for the Afghanistan pullout. Yeah. So, screw Mark Milley. I would love to see him court-martialed and prosecuted, not under sedition. Sorry, Tim Pool. This is treason. Military guys that disobey the commander-in-chief, that is the highest level in the military of bad you can do. That is treason. So, screw him. Hey, no problem, Sarge. Thanks, man. Nice to see you too, buddy. Getting a little worried about you. Oh, you want to see what Hunter's trying to say? He's just staring. Is there sound? Nope. He's just sending a dirty look. He's probably just mad because he lost his detail. That's what he's showing. He's showing no security detail around him. Oh no. And? Who says you deserve security? That's what he's doing. I think that's what he's doing. He's trying to show I don't have any security detail. Oh no, woe is me. So yeah. Is he trying to act like a badass or is he whacked out? I think he's just trying to show, look, I'm alone. No security. Oh, Mr. Miles, don't do that. I like that show. Oh, no, 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 no. He is freaky looking, though. You know who he looks like in this image right here? He looks like, I hate sometimes late nights and your brain has those brain farts or those Biden moments. Come on, the Canadian psychologist guy works, Peterson, right? Peterson? Yeah. Yeah, he looks like him there. Ugh. Ugh. Jordan Peterson. See, I got the Peterson. Yes, he looks like Jordan Peterson. Look at that shit. That is Jordan Peterson. Ew, Jordan, something we need to know. Ew, did you sleep with his mommy? Yike. Does look like him, though. Ugh. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, my God. This guy is an idiot. Oh, do we really subject
we challenge
ourselves?
you to
And this is the same shit. Hey, wait a second. Now, if he's going to, I can kick your butt. Was he going to challenge you to a push-up contest like Joe Biden did? What's wrong with these old Democrat guys?
this
I think I could kick most of their ass. I do think that if they wanted to. I know I can outrun them, but I don't know if we're going to fall into that place where we want to. Okay, we challenge you to a WWE fight here type of thing.
I still say he looks like an evil Teddy Ruxpin looking like a motherfucker. He does. Yeah, House was good. Dude, there's a lot of shows out now copying House. There's like the one where the chick lost her memory, but she's trying to come back. And there's another one where they're well, being a doctor's not enough. We're going to go out and do some forensic stuff like House he sent his people. There's the medical mystery shows coming back now. It's like House ruined it for years. Now there's like 3 or 4 of them come out. They're like little House ripoffs. It's like, none of them look near as good either. If it's legal, yes. I don't think it is, unfortunately. But personally, I don't think any president should be using auto pen for pardons or declassifications and legislation. Anything important that is left zero to any other human, only the president, should be signed by hand. That includes Trump. That auto pen shit should not be happening unless it needs to. I'm done with it. It was pretty good, Mr. Miles. I think the era of peak media was in the 90s. We had all the Star Trek shows going. There were a lot of good shows. There was Time Tracks. There was a lot of good shows in the 90s. Hell, even if you want to go to Hercules, The Legendary Journeys, stuff like that, which I still do love that series. But yeah, if it's legal, fine, remove the pardons. I'm done. Bunch of pieces of crap. Oh my. What do these two have in common? They're both stupid. That's it. Nothing fancy. They're both, yeah. Trying to find something really... A huge surge of liberal Americans taking unexpected leap. They're running to the UK, apply to UK citizenship in record numbers. What are my thoughts? They'll be back. They'll be back. They're going to find out, unless you are one of the ultra wealthy, you're going to find out UK is a shithole. They're arresting people for jokes and memes over there. Well, maybe the liberals will be happy then. No, because they're never happy. It's going to cross them. They're going to find out. It's like every time they run from X to some other platform, they end up coming back to X. So yeah, nope. Space Above and Beyond was in the 90s, and I believe also Firefly. Oh gosh, yep. Neato. The judge that ruled the military has to take in trans troops. Well, isn't that weird? You'd almost think she has a little bit of a bias. Oh boy. Alright. I don't give a shit what any Yahtzee says. I am and always will be a woman. What is your message to this dude? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I don't give a shit what a Yahtzee says. I am and will always be a woman.
You need to seek some help. You ever wonder if the game Yahtzee is not enjoying this? Because that is the new phrase when people don't want to say the N word because the Atsy word, because, you know, too much social media frowns on it. Yahtzee, that's a game. I'm sure the makers of the game are going, oh, come on. No, not Yahtzee, not Yahtzee. Nobody's buying our damn game. They go, hey, wait a second, is that the Hatler's favorite game? Shit. Babylon 5, oh, I love it. As you can see over my shoulder, Babylon 5. As you can see way behind me, which my head's usually in the way, the huge poster next to my speaker, Babylon 5. Yep-o, I got the Blu-rays. Babylon 5. Earth Final Conflict, I didn't care for. Now, Andromeda. Loved Andromeda. They had a season that was really bad that destroyed the show. By the time they brought it back to normality, they'd already pissed away their audience. Love Andromeda. But yeah, Babylon 5, Farscape, Stargate, SG-1, and Atlantis. Universe, meh. I have the Blu-ray set of those down there. SG-1, Atlantis, and the SGU. But I also have a DVD next to them that has the original Showtime movie Stargate SG-1 that had the nudity in it and stuff and a little different music and other stuff in it. They edited that out later. They softened it up, and it's actually harder to find that version now. So yes. Farscape is epic. We own that. Love Farscape. Peacekeeper Wars wasn't as good, but hey, they closed it up. I'll take that. Firefly, though, I still love the movie. Serenity was so epic. I wish they would have done more of that. Space Above and Beyond is the hard one to find, though. I have all the copies of the original pilot. You have an issue? The TV censored one and the final, yep. Yeah, I have the original Showtime Stargate SG-1 movie. Yep. And the other sets, like my Season 1, box set over there. I got the old DVD box sets. They have the edited one in there. So I got the original. I think the Blu-ray has both. Both, I believe. But yeah. You also had Total Recall and stuff like that in the 90s. Oh, Running Man. Ooh. No, it was that 89. Was that 89 or 90? Can't remember. I love Stargate. I will say I did lose a little love for it when Jack O'Neill was backing off. Didn't much care for that. Richard Dean Anderson, I like Ben Browder. I like him. But it wasn't the same. And when they got rid of General Hammond. Yes, he ended up dying, I know, but General Hammond, badass. But I liked Atlantis too, though. Atlantis was great. Plus, Atlantis was filmed in HD. Like that. Oh, no. I didn't even try. I only watched part of Origins and I never finished. Horrid. Do I ever play games? Like what, video games? I haven't played video games for a long time. Last regular video games I played were Gran Turismo 2. I mean, I was good enough at video games a long time ago where I actually went to Chicago in Street Fighter 2 tournaments and got second place. Made some money. I got a $500 prize for Street Fighter 2. I was playing Chun-Li and Guile, my two best players. Even though I do want a nice stand-up arcade game in my house that has a lot of the old classics, including Street Fighter 2. Oh, I would play the shit out of that. I haven't played video games. I do love watching guys play Fortnite and Call of Duty on YouTube, though. Love watching it. But I don't have the time. Between my health, my animals, doing stuff with wife, I'm trying to work on my family and friends' vehicles, work on the house, do this. So, yeah. Mass Effect, yeah. I know a little bit of a Mass Effect, yeah. My wife is right now working her way through Star Trek Enterprise. She's in the 4th season right now. Which sucks, because that show got better. The 4th season was its best season. And then they stopped. Stupid. But yeah, I think we're about, I think we hit about my fun level for the night. So, I don't know. Okay. Okay, so I don't need to. We already talked about her. But yeah, we can just do a little chit-chat, and then we can get the heck out of here in a little bit. Let me go over here. And boing, and boing. I love having my hotkeys work. There we go. I love that I fixed that. Still can't stream on Rumble because nobody's got back to me on how to fix the infinite screen problem that doesn't happen here. Happens on Rumble. So it's something Rumble did, because I was doing on Rumble because the glitchiness sucks. But I was streaming, and now I can't because it just infinite screens only on Rumble. It drives me nuts. But yeah, I mean, come on. You know I'm a nutcase. And if you ever look at the stuff behind me on my Enterprise, and the G.I. Joe stuff on this side is all up here. Down my shelves. I got my I got all my original Matchbox and Hot Wheels cars. You name it, I got it all. My AT Walker, by the way, is original. That's original, right there. That's Empire Strikes Back AT. So, yeah. But no, I'd love to play, like, Fortnite. I just don't have the time. My computer will have, heck, I even got a gaming keyboard and mouse. Really nice one from what I'm told, too. Somebody, a company at Amazon sent it to me. For a while, they were sending shit to people to have them try to get reviews. And they sent me this. I was worried. I'm like, I checked. They go, no, it's a company wanting you to review it. They say it's because my YouTube channel was middle in size at the time. For the time. I had about 5,500 subscribers on that channel, and they were sending it some YouTubers at the time. So I'm like, okay, this is a very nice setup. But my computer will handle it too, so I just don't have the time. Season finales. Season finales later in the show is why they're... Yeah, well, I don't know. I just know that they were actually planning on a season 5. But then Paramount Network and all that crap So, I don't know. They should have done more. But, wish in one hand. You know how that goes. Now, here's a question for you, Mr. Miles. Look over my shoulder at the TV screen. What does that look like on my TV? What does my screensaver, what movie, one of the best sci-fi movies in history, what movie does that look like to you? I got to get that right. That one. There. What's that look like? You'll probably get it. I think you will. But yeah, this channel does this, and they do an epic job. It really resembles it heavily. Great for screensavers, though. But yeah, Paramount Network had problems. That was stupid. But yeah. Yep. I got so much crap behind me. It's nuts. Of course, there's a thing behind me I don't point at either because YouTube will get angry. Little black thing. So yeah. All right, come on, Mr. Miles. What do you think? What does that resemble on my TV screen? Right there. What is that? What is going on here? What sci-fi movie does that resemble? Oh, you're killing me. Really? Flying car. Darkness. Always kind of foggy looking. Come on. As far as I know, there's only one sci-fi movie that resembles. It's not Fifth Element. It is. Haha, come on. Like I said, sci-fi movie, dark theme, big, tall, craggy buildings. Always kind of looked like it was foggy. 80s. I'm not going to hum the theme song in Jeopardy so I can get in trouble. How about Blade Runner? Blade Runner. That is resembling Blade Runner. It's what they did. They did this to resemble Blade Runner on purpose. There's another one where there's another one if I played it would give it away because it has the Coke sign in it with the Asian lady's face in it in a couple places. The other signs. Well, that's too bad. I can never talk to you again. You've never seen Blade Runner? How have you never seen Blade Runner in all 4 or 5 versions of it? I'm one of the weird ones. I like the version with Deckard's voiceover. Yes, everybody, you'll get this from me because I do know this stuff. I'm not Gary from Nerdrotic or anything, but I do know this shit. I've got a lot of it. I've even got stuff behind you over here you can't see. I said, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs poster is right next to me. There's one to throw at you. I have a Buck Rogers, an old Buck Rogers comic over here on the wall too. Huge Next Generation NCC 1701D poster. A breakdown of an X-Wing poster. Some old Star Trek record stories over there. I got crap everywhere. This is my man cave. You don't see a TARDIS. Actually, I do have it. See this blank place on my wall right here? See right there? If you look back at my earlier streams, there's some pictures right here that go here. One of them is the TARDIS. My wife is framing them right now. She brought them to work. I also got the Serenity, the ship Serenity from Firefly. That was sitting right here. Right there. And I have an Indiana Jones, too, that was right here. My wife is framing them all. And on this side over here, up on the stuff where my G.I. Joe stuff is, I had a metal, original Cobra from G.I. Joe type image made by the artist. Crazy cool. And she's framing that for me. So, yeah. I have a shitload. Oh, hey, Mr. Miles, hang on. You ready? You ready? You ready? Huh. Dun dun! Look at that. In the package. Yeah. Oh, yeah. With shooting battle blaster, Daniel, archaeologist. They muscled him up pretty nice. Yeah. This is Hasbro. Trying to find a date. It's older. There's no website on it. Pretty cool, huh? 1994. 1994. Whoa. Right there. There it is. 94. Try that. Ha! I got weird stuff everywhere. All right, who's that? And it's an original. It's my original. I got Jetfire upstairs. And tracks. You're only 8 years older than that action figure? Ouch. Making me feel old, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, shit. Making me feel old. I got that at a shop not too far from me. He had a hell of a sale because he was trying to get a bunch of stuff out of his shop. I'm like, you know, normally I don't have a lot of money to spend, so I'm like, but I couldn't turn it down. I didn't have a Dinobot. No, Beast Wars sucks. Transformers original, baby. That's Grimlock. That is original Grimlock right there. Yeah. Yeah, huh. Yeah, I got weird shit around here. Go watch this. Now, there's different versions. There's like 4 or 5 versions. Enjoy that. There's also a version of Dune, the 84 movie, on YouTube where they took some footage that was left out of the movie, put it up to 4K, put it back in, changed it totally, and actually made it better in some ways. So that's amazing too. I watched that. Nah. No, they overpowered them and made them look weird. No, the original Transformers were by far the best. That and G.I. Joe kicked their butt. Yeah, go watch Blade Runner. There's versions without and with or without Deckard's voiceover. A lot of people like without. I actually like with. But yeah, a lot of versions. What a great movie. Oh, Dune's not apocalyptic. Dune is just like 10,000 years in the future. It's not really after an apocalypse. No, it's got a whole great empire and everything. No, not apocalypse. All right, well, I think that's about enough going around tonight. No, Dune's not apocalyptic. Dune is there's a whole human empire 10,000 years in the future. Another good one. The TV show is not as good as the books. If you have time, go read the Isaac Asimov books. The Foundation series, amazing. But the show on Apple Plus, Apple Plus is actually really good. They did do some race and gender swapping, but it is actually really good. They got the Empire nailed. They may have missed on the good guys some because they had to race and gender swap, but they nailed the Emperor and the Empire really well. So go check that one out. Also, Tech War. I like the books. The series is kind of kitschy, even for the 90s, but it's still fun. They don't have piercings, really. But they are in the still suits because they have to survive in the desert planet. 3 body problem. I didn't really like it. I just didn't like it. So yeah. Which books? The Dune books? The Dune books are hard to read. Honestly, they are. It's very hard. This is another reason they have a problem making good movie adaptations. One, it's so intricate. It would be hard to make any TV show or movie really do well. Also, it's actually pretty hard to understand. It really is. Yeah, I've got a lot of rabbit holes around here. I mean, I am nothing but rabbit holes. So, this is one you probably won't know since you are younger. Hardee's Roadrunner. I have in my Matchbox stuff a little pickup truck, trailer, and race car. It was from a Hardee's ad campaign with a guy called the Roadrunner. His car had said Roadrunner. He's a stock car racer. Yeah, well, the Chinese book series is probably better. One of my favorite anime or mangas is Macross 2. Or is that Macross Plus? Damn it, I can't remember. Yes, I'm up too late. The Macross ones where he's doing the testing the aircraft. I guess his ex-friend Gould, as it's spelled. That is amazing. Love that. Also Ninja Scroll, Ghost in the Shell, Akira. Oh yeah. But I do need to get out of here. Anybody stayed watching this, I appreciate it. My lungs are barking and I got breathing treatments to do. And I have one dead dog who's been carrying around a energy drink can half the day, sleeping on the couch. All 100 pounds of him. Macross is hit and miss. Some of it's amazing, some of it's meh. The Macross Plus one I'm talking about is a really cool series. It really is. Also, if you haven't seen the original Akira, watch that. Check out Ninja Scroll. There's a lot of other good ones. Some of the other Ghosts in the Shells are good. Some of the newer ones aren't bad. Appleseed is good. Golgo was good. Gundam, yeah. Gundam, the guy on YouTube. It's a Gundam. Good channel. Yeah, lots of Gundam. I'll derail an entire stream. Probably, actually, I'm planning on doing some pop culture stuff right now. I've just been concentrating so much on politics. And my time is so limited. I'd love to do just a pop culture one. But yeah, all right. I do have to get out of here. Thank you, Fire Sarge, Mr. Miles, for the few lurkers that were there. Thank you very much. And I'm going to go and sit and do some duo neb and other stuff for my lungs. Because as you can hear, if you can hear it, that's my lungs going. Time to do some meds. Actually, I will do this channel. Because if you actually look at the description for this channel, it's a politics and pop culture channel, which is a hell of a mix, but that's what I did. Because making another channel, running too many channels at once, I've done that before. That's a nightmare to keep up with everything. So I just made this politics and pop culture. And I did. So I can do pop culture if I want here. So I have actually, if you go look at my channel, I have playlists. One that says pop culture. Just haven't done much with it. But yeah, so yeah, I think I'm going to hippity hop out of here, go do some treatments. Thank you very much, Mr. Miles. And I will talk to you guys later. Probably don't know about tomorrow. I got a lot going on today, whatever. So, yep. All right, I am going to get my happy butt out of here. Do like being able to do this, though, now these work. That's nice. All right, have a good one, guys.